Hello class 12th. Up to yesterday I talked about the force experienced by the charged particle when introduced in a magnetic field. Basically what happens when the charge is introduced in the magnetic field or is moving in a magnetic field experiences force. That force is called magnetic Lorentz force. Okay, given as F equal to QVB sine theta, and theta is the angle between magnetic field and electrical in the charged particle. Okay, later on in the same topic I have shown you that if the charged particle introduced normal to the field, then theta will be 90 degree, force will be maximum, F equal to QVB. That force will be normal to the velocity vector as well as magnetic field, and hence the force will act as a centripetal force, and path of the particle will be a pure circle given as R equal to mv upon qb. But if the charged particle is introduced at an angle other than 90 degree or 0 degree, then what will happen? Then you can see in the diagram the velocity, the magnetic field is from left to right, uniform field is there and its magnitude is b. A charged particle of charge q, mass m, is moving with a speed v, making angle theta with magnetic field. I have taken this as a x-axis and this as a y-axis. The velocity can be resolved in two components. Along x-axis vx equal to v cos theta, along y-axis vy equal to v sin theta. As you can see, there is a two velocity component, hence what will happen? There should be a two direction of force due to Vx and due to Vy. But Vx is along the magnetic field, hence no force will act on it. Vy is perpendicular to the magnetic field, hence maximum force will be applied. Therefore, due to Vx, the particle should move in straight line motion, and due to Vy, the particle should move in circular motion. Since particle is under the influence of two type of motion, then neither it can have a pure straight line motion nor it can have pure circular. In combination, the path will be a spring-like or helical path as shown to you. Okay. The radius of each helix we can find, and the distance between two consecutive helix is known as pitch. If the radius of the helical path is r, then mvy square upon r equal to qvb. We will take y component, then r equal to mvy upon qb, and vy is v sin theta, then r equal to mv sin theta upon qb. And the time period is t equal to distance travel upon speed. Distance is circular loop circumference upon velocity component, and that becomes 2 pi m upon qb, whereas the frequency is f equal to 1 upon t, that is equal to qb upon 2 pi m. In case of pitch, it can be understood like this. Due to Vy component, the particle is moving in circular path, and one circular path it will cover in time interval capital T. In the same time interval, the particle will cover some straight line distance along the field, okay, linear distance. Therefore, pitch can be defined as a distance between two consecutive helix. It is distance traveled by the Vx component in one time period, that is p equal to Vx into t, and t you can get from here, t equal to 2 pi m upon qb. Therefore, the pitch of the helix is 2 pi m v cos theta upon qb. Hope you have understood this. Then to recap, if the charged particle is moving along the field or perpendicular to the field, along the field or opposite the field, no force, straight line path. If the charged particle is introduce normal to the field, it experiences maximum force and the path will be pure circular. But if the charged particle is introduced at an angle other than 90 degree and 0 degree, then path will be spring-like or helical, whose radius is mv sin theta upon qb, time period is 2 pi m upon qb, and pitch is 2 pi m v cos theta upon qb. Okay, thank you very much.